I ended my engagement because of my fiancé's toxic family. She eventually recognized their behavior, but by then, I had already moved on. My fiancée had a traumatic childhood with narcissistic parents who scapegoated her in favor of her two brothers. At 18, she was forced out of their home, but her academic success allowed her to rebuild her life and secure an impressive career. Unfortunately, once she started earning a good income, her family wormed their way back into her life. They were rude, entitled, and overbearing, frequently showing up at our house uninvited. My fiancée struggled to stand up to them, allowing them to barge in every time. Her mother acted like she owned our home. Her father raided our fridge and left dirty dishes, and her brothers trashed the place. Meanwhile, my fiancée would tremble in a corner, overwhelmed, as her parents demanded yet another loan. I tried discussing this with her repeatedly, but she always said there was a part of her, a scared little girl, desperately seeking their approval. I've seen her cry herself to sleep more times than I can count. Tomorrow, I plan to tell her we need to postpone the wedding until she sets firm boundaries with her family. Update 1. My fiancée came home from work early, and since I was already off, I decided to have the conversation sooner than planned. I explained that this situation wasn't sustainable. I told her I wasn't comfortable marrying her given her family's overwhelming presence in our lives, and I certainly didn't want to raise a child in this environment. I wasn't demanding she cut them off completely, but I insisted on strict rules about their visits and behavior in our home. I also suggested couples therapy before marriage. She wasn't pleased. She glared at me while I spoke and exploded in anger afterward, saying I didn't understand her family's dynamics and that her approach worked for her. I countered that her family was manipulative and would drain her emotionally and financially. I pointed out that no child should have to beg for their parents' love. I gave her an ultimatum, set boundaries or I'm done. Furious, she kicked me out since it was her house. For the past few days, I've been staying at a hotel, moved my belongings to storage, and honestly, it's been refreshing. I've been relaxing, catching up on movies and games I haven't had time for, and enjoying the peace of a quiet room without her family's chaos. I'm planning to stay with my family for a few weeks in mid-July, then start looking for my own place. Yesterday, things escalated. I knew her family would be over on Saturday, as they always are, and she often relied on me to shield her from their abuse. In a moment of pettiness, fueled by resentment, I muted my phone and played Disco Elysium all day, ignoring her calls. By evening, she had sent over a dozen texts and left 2 frantic voicemails begging me to come back. I went to check on her and found her sobbing in the living room. She clung to me, crying uncontrollably. After calming down, she explained that her parents and brothers came over, demanded money, and said cruel things to her. Without me there and with her friends refusing to step in, she finally saw their true colors. She kicked them out, but not before they hurled vile insults at her. She apologized repeatedly and begged me to return. I told her I loved her and understood her trauma, but I had built up significant resentment. I laid out my conditions. She sells the house and we buy. This is just a short part of the story. For the full story, click the link below and watch it on our channel. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, so you never miss the amazing stories we upload next.